Miles Morales is the second Spider-Man from Earth 1610. He's fought many different villains throughout the years, like the Prowler and Green Goblin. He would eventually join the Avengers. It's pretty easy to tell that Miles is strong, but what exactly are his powers, and where does he rank in the tiering system? Is he at a superhuman or nuclear level? Before we get started, don't forget to comment your battle ideas, and please correct me if I get anything wrong or if I miss a feat. With that being said, let's get started. Miles Morales was just an ordinary regular kid. However, this would quickly change when he was bitten by a spider that was genetically modified by the Oz formula. Almost immediately afterwards, Miles would discover he had gained powers like increased agility, a stun blast, and the ability to camouflage himself. With the help of his friend Gank Lee, Miles would realize that his newly gained abilities were extremely similar to those of Spider-Man. Upon realizing this, Miles wouldn't immediately start fighting crime. In fact, it would take months and the death of Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man, for Miles to actually become a hero. After Miles was bitten by a mutated spider, he gained several different abilities like a spider sense, wall crawling, and a spider camouflage. Miles' spider sense is like an early warning system that allows him to have near complete awareness of his surroundings at all times. His spider sense warns him of most forms of attacks even if he doesn't necessarily see them. For example, his spider sense has warned him about knockout gas. His wall crawling ability allows Miles to climb almost any surface with just his fingertips and feet. With his spider camouflage, Miles can turn himself invisible. With this ability, he can sneak into enemy territory and get the upper hand on his opponents. In addition to these powers, Miles also possesses bioelectrokinesis. This ability lets him control the natural electricity in his body. This ability is so powerful that he can give a normal human a heart attack and knock out both heroes and villains like Spider-Man, the Rhino, and Ultimate Omega Red. The Rhino has great durability. He's been shown to be unaffected by Iron Man's repulsor blast and a rocket from an RPG. Let's move on from his powers and focus more on specific categories like strength, speed, and durability to better understand just how strong Miles really is. The first category we're going to be looking at is his strength. This category divides into two other classes called lifting strength and striking strength. Miles possesses great amounts of strength. He can easily lift giant pieces of rubble like they're nothing and can swing through New York while carrying the Rhino. This is impressive because the Rhino weighs more than 700 pounds. In addition to this, Miles can lift a cop car and a box truck. The standard cop car can weigh around 4 tons and a box truck can weigh anywhere between 4.3 to 13 tons. This is equivalent to Miles lifting 2 African forest elephants and a polar bear. When it comes to his striking strength, Miles has been shown to be able to punch through a metal safe and the roof of a van. Miles is also capable of hurting Hammerhead and Tombstone. This is super impressive because both of them have been able to withstand punches from Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man. His overall strength is at 3.5, which means he's at a building level. Miles has great durability. He's withstood multiple punches from the Rhino and a blast from Ultimate Shocker's gauntlets. The gauntlets are pretty powerful. In that same issue, they were capable of flipping over a bus. Miles has also survived an attack from the Ultimate Rhino and a punch from Old Man Logan. This is impressive because a similar attack from the Ultimate Rhino is capable of destroying multiple cars, and Logan was once capable of knocking out Kraven the Hunter, who is durable enough to survive punches from an angry Spider-Man. Some of Miles' better durability feats include him surviving being hit by 2 heat-tracking missiles, a thunderclap from Amadeus Cho Hulk, and a blast from Vision. This is super impressive due to the fact that Amadeus Cho's thunderclap is capable of destroying a tsunami, and Vision's blasts are powerful enough to knock out Iron Man. By far, Miles' best durability feat was when he managed to withstand an electric blast from Zack. This is incredible because a similar blast from Zack is capable of destroying a building. In addition to this, Miles may also possess immortality. I say may possess because Miles himself hasn't shown any actual immortality, however his predecessor, the Ultimate Spider-Man, did. Peter Parker got his immortality as a side effect of gaining his powers. Peter got his superhuman abilities after he was bitten by a spider that was genetically modified by the Oz formula. Miles Morales also got his abilities like this, therefore it's safe to assume he is also immortal. The types of immortality that Miles may possess are 1 and 3. Type 1 immortality simply means that Miles cannot die from natural causes such as old age or natural illnesses, and Type 3 means that Miles can regenerate from wounds that would normally kill a human. His durability level is at a 3, which means it's at building level. Even if we take into consideration the possibility of Miles having immortality, his overall durability level still remains the same. The speed category has many different classes, but Miles mainly has feats in the reaction class. He can easily dodge gunfire from both pistols and assault rifles. Miles can also dodge Peter Parker's webbing. This is impressive because Spider-Man can shoot his webs fast enough to catch bullets in mid-air. By far, Miles' best reaction speed feat was when he was able to dodge heat-tracking missiles for a while before he was hit by them. Now, the exact speed of the missiles isn't given to us. However, assuming that the missiles are AIM-54 Phoenix, then the speed at which they're traveling is in Mach 5. Another impressive speed feat, which doesn't necessarily go in the reaction class, was when he ran fast enough to catch up to a plane as it was taking off. Miles' speed is at a 4.5, which means it's at a supersonic level. Miles only truly has one piece of gear, and that's his web shooters. The webbing that they shoot is super strong. It can hold up multiple cars in a school bus. It can also stop a semi-truck. Miles can also shoot his webs fast enough to catch bullets. His gear is at a 2.5, which means it's at wall level. Miles can also knock out superpowered individuals like Spider-Man, the Armadillo, and Fin Fang Foom. All of these characters possess high levels of durability. For example, Spider-Man has survived a blast from Electro, and the Armadillo has withstood Captain America's shield throw. This is impressive because Captain America can throw his shield with enough force to go through a truck. By far, Fin Fang Foom has the highest durability levels out of the three. He survived a blast from Cyclops. This is super impressive because Cyclops' blasts are powerful enough to go through a mountain. Miles' overall attack potency is at 3.5, which means it's at a city block level. Miles has several weaknesses, however the main one is his lack of experience fighting crime. This is mainly due to him not completely understanding his powers and what they're capable of. Miles also has almost no combat training besides what he learned from watching old videos of Spider-Man fight. Because of his lack of training, Miles heavily relies on his amazing speed and reflexes to win his battles. When we compare and add all the categories together, Miles' power level comes out to be at a superhuman. This can be seen in a couple of his feats. For example, Miles can knock out both Spider-Man and Fin Fang Foom. This is super impressive because both of them possess very high levels of durability. For instance, Spider-Man can withstand an explosion that is equivalent to an M67 grenade, and Fin Fang Foom has survived a blast from Cyclops. Miles can dodge multiple bullets from both handguns and assault rifles. He can also dodge missiles for a brief period of time. He also possesses very high levels of durability. He was fine after Vision shot him with one of his energy blasts. This is impressive because Vision's energy blasts are stated to be powerful enough to melt through a tank. By far, Miles' greatest durability feat was when he survived a blast from Zack. In that same issue, Zack was capable of destroying a building with a single blast. That's it for the video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment down below where you think Miles would rank. I definitely think Miles has potential to eventually surpass Peter Parker, but for now, I think where he ranks is perfect. Talking about Peter Parker, the original Spider-Man, do you have any battle ideas for him? I would like to use him in the future, but I don't really know who to put him against. But that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.